We assume that all the phenomena that we're seeing around us have been there from the beginning of time. When we may observe something which looks of interest to us, we then start collecting information and we start asking questions. We do a little bit of investigation and we formulate hypothesis. Following this formulation of hypothesis, we design experiments to test that hypothesis. And in many cases, the experiment, if your hypothesis is correct, works. However, in many other instances, the observed results that you get are actually very different to what you expected. Now, what do you do at that time? Many of my students come into my lab and say, Sandhya, the experiment didn't work. And I keep telling them that there is nothing about an experiment not working. It means that you may need to rethink how the experiment was done. So you have this back and forth between an experiment which gave you unanticipated results versus the experiment that gave you results that you expected. You keep comparing them, and hopefully at some point of time, you get results that you would expect had your hypothesis been correct. You then draw a couple of conclusions, and if the conclusions do not fit the hypothesis, you go back to the drawing board and you start all over again. And this is the process why science takes quite some time in doing.